Hey, what's up guys, DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2, and welcome back to yet another epic fort battle. Super excited to get this one started. I'm sorry for not uploading any videos over the last couple of days. I've been, I don't know, not feeling the motivation. I've been angry with myself, and it's affected people near me, and I don't know, I haven't been at ease with myself, so I haven't been able to enjoy my work and uploading videos for you guys. But I think that's going to change. I'm already super excited to make a lot of things happen. So before we start the battle, let's take a look at the fortress that a friend of mine has built for me. I hope he will be making more maps for me in the future that we can enjoy. And do keep in mind, this is only one side of the fort itself. It does extend on the other side and has a completely different approach on the other side that we're, of course, also going to use. But we'll see if the attacking Canadians and Brits can break down the German defense here to begin with. And if they can, then the other side will just have to be this luxury of a spoiled luxury, so to speak, not being able to use it, of course. Perhaps a German counterattack coming from the other, whatever happens, we can always make something happen, Anyway, so let's take a look at it. This is a German anti-air fortress. I was thinking of location, and I'm thinking Western Front up there. That's probably where the Canadian and Brits would be the most active. This could be somewhere in there's a lot of lowlands, Belgium, Netherlands, and stuff like that, but this isn't much of a mountain exactly, so it could be over there. I was also thinking like northern Italy or southern Austria. But were the Canadians down there? Definitely Commonwealth. I mean, I'm sure, because, Australians and stuff would be closer to Italy if they'd have to go through Africa and whatnot. But I don't know if there were any Canadians in Africa. I doubt it. So they wouldn't obviously travel from there to Sicily and Italy. But I could be so wrong. Anyway, location isn't all mattering right now. Point is, this was or is an anti-air fortress. So the approaches nearby here have been quickly set up now that the land forces are getting close to it. This wasn't meant to be a fortress to counter ground forces, just to be used to shoot down air assets. So these defenses aren't exactly super strong, but they're quite makeshift. They've been building them now for the last couple of weeks, and the Germans are dug in. We're looking at about a company of SS soldiers here. Looking great. Look at them here. Yes. Some Schütze. Here's an Oberschütze, I think. Or a Rottenführer, perhaps, which is like a squad leader. Some Allied planes have gone down here. Some Russian ones. As you can tell, there's an IL, but this here is like an American bomber, like a B-25 or something. So, B-29, I'm not sure. But, point is, B-27. Could it be? Yes. Could be. Point is, if it was in southern Austria, it would make sense for both Eastern and Western Allied Air Force planes to be shot down, so that'd be quite cool. Canadians are attacking from the right side over here, and the British Commonwealth, they're both Commonwealth, but the Brits will be attacking from the left. As you can tell, they've kind of set up a siege here. They've been keeping the fortress under watch for the last couple of days. They have some mortars and stuff set up, but the Germans haven't allowed them to create too many fortifications because they pack some artillery back there as well. So without further ado, I'm going to keep the mouse cursor deactivated, but I'm not going to do too many static pans. I'm just going to try and move around a lot, because apparently a very, very, very silent majority became very, very loud in my ears. So I thought everyone absolutely just wanted complete still pictures, but everyone... 99% of the comments were like, no, move around. I like it when you move around and we get better action. And they thought the camera was too slow. So we'll try and mix it up just so that everyone's happy. But I am going to make an update video on my life, why I haven't been uploading, and probably explaining the situation a little bit more in detail. I am working on it now. I'm taking into some more extreme measures to fix some of my unsettling and unmotivating moods that I can go through sometimes. And it's easy to get burned out doing this thing too. I do put so much more work than what you guys see in a 20 or 25 minute video. Usually there can be days and hours behind that. So without further ado. And also, I live in Sweden, and it's pretty freaking dark and cold right now in January, so it's just not uplifting at all. And I feel like I've been a prick to myself and people around me, which has made me unmotivated and angry, and I just haven't been wanting to work. So, yeah, You gotta face the truth sometimes. No point in hiding behind it. Yes, without further ado, let's start the attack. It's gonna be a little laggy at first, but I think it'll be pretty freaking cool. And even if the attack fails, I do want to give it a go during the nighttime. We'll change around some of the units to make it more alive, but we'll see what happens and how much beating the German defenses can take. Do keep an eye on the mountainside, because there's gonna be like bullet holes and impacts and dust whips and all kinds of things all over that side. So without further ado, let's start the battle and let's go. Canadians are running in. Here comes a Sherman V, Sherman 5 also known as, and a Firefly that has lost its tracks. Some Canadian infantry storming to get as close as possible to the fortress. Many sitting back, a little further back to provide some covering fire. Oof. Took a direct hit from one of the packs. Churchills and Cromwells moving up the center here with the British troops behind them. And look at the beating that this fort is taking. Look at the mountainside. Explosions and bullet whips everywhere. That is absolutely insane. That Cromwell is going to cook off now after it took a hit. Churchill just bombarding the hillside. Two MG42s and a rifleman suppressing the British and Canadian infantry attacking down the center. There's not a lot of cover. This open ground is devastating to attack during day. Deafening sound of MG42s spreading throughout the battlefield. Absolutely insane. We can tell, though, that the Germans have taken a lot of casualties. Plenty of explosions. This house here has been demolished. And look at all the bullets. This side is looking a little bit better. The trench has taken a few casualties. The AT gun is still operational, and so is the flak. The Shermans and Fireflies back here from the Canadian section have, unfortunately, been quite disabled. We do have a Firefly back here that still seems to be active. Boom! That main gun's going to be firing away. I think it might try and aim down the pack or the flak gun. Let's have a closer look at the Canadian infantry moving up. Lee Enfields and Lewis guns is what they're using, and they also had the M50 Rising as their submachine gun in the game. I always forget if the E is, or the I is after or before the E, which would obviously dictate if it's a Rising or Rising. But nonetheless, pretty damn cool. Some German SS troopers are skirmishing now with the attacking Canadians up on this high ground. They're moving out beyond their defenses to take the battle closer to them, but they're quickly shot down. That man was probably hit with a 50 caliber Medusa bullet in his chest, so he went down quite quickly. Damn. Mortars landing, though. And that flak gun is active again. The battle is still, like, raging on despite all the insane casualties. Look at the defenses, how much damage they've been taking. MP40s and an STG-44, also known as... or 43. STG-40... Why am I STG-44, of course. Why did I think... I thought about Gewehr 43, sorry. Also known as MP44. But more commonly known as STG-44. Look at this machine gunner, dude. What is he looking to get? You want medals, boy? Because you won't get him alive if you're going to stand in front of the cover like that. Bullets just hitting left and right of him. And... he was greeted with something else but just a bullet. We have a Churchill back here that's also lost its tracks. BESA machine gun opening up. And it's got that 90mm gun at the front that can deliver some freaking serious damage to the German defenses. Some Canadian troops still moving about. I think they want to advance closer to the enemy, but right now it's not looking all too great. Do we have any riflemen or Canadians up here? No, a lot of people have gone down trying to rush closer to the objective. This was either not finished building or it had to abort its construction, but a few of those soldiers up there opened some fire. MG gunner changing the barrel of his gun. There's a few remaining soldiers down here. There's a Gewehr 43 opening up, looking pretty cool. This house has been completely demolished, and so is the cover down here as well. You can see some British infantry running about. Mortar still dropping down. This is freaking cool. God, I gotta hand it to him. Oh, he's down. The Brits might be making more progress than I had originally foreseen, which is quite cool. Oh, look, even up here they're opening up. This guy's got a Panzerfaust out. He's ready to whip it out. At this range and at this altitude, he could probably fire that and it would drop somewhere down there because of the fact that they're so high up. Oh, look at that. This is like worth a few screenshots because it's actually pretty damn cool. Oh, but they've even been taking casualties up here, which is like the third and final level to get to the actual fort. Achtung! But I think the attack has been pretty much countered. You guys want to take a look at casualties? That's fine. Let's do that. Commonwealth Allied forces in red, German in yellow, but you can tell that it's been pretty crazy. It's been pretty crazy. Both sides have taken so many casualties. But what I want to do now is turn it to nighttime and watch the Canadians attack during the night together with, of course, the British. What we're going to do different, though, is we're going to allow the infantry to run up before the tanks arrive. That is so that the tanks won't alert the forces during the night, the defense that won't be expecting a night assault. I think it could be pretty damn cool. We're going to wrap this one up. The battle is definitely over. We do have a Bren gunner down here. Still suppressing, and then there's a guy that's submerged himself below water. He'll probably die of some sort of oxygen lack. Lack of oxygen is probably the correct grammatic word for it. And he's starting to crawl out of the water. He's like... That's him right there. But he's good now. Okay, took a shrapnel to the right ball sack. That is not good. Anyway, I think we're good. Look at the smoke pillars. Look at the casualties. But there's still people shooting. There's still people shooting. Can you guys stop shooting at each other so I can wrap it up? Because I still want to stay here and look what's going on. I still want to see. I still want to see. Okay, let's give these Brits a second attempt. I'm going to go in the HUD. I'm going to grab the Brits, and I'm going to give them the attack order and the freedom to move. We'll leave 2 Bren gunners supporting, but the rest of the troops will be allowed to move up. So we got about a platoon size of men, a little less than that, spread out over the battlefield, and they're going to be moving up together now. Will this be the hero platoon? Yes. Look at that. Squad leader moving up. We got the Piat, the Enfields. They're staying together, though. I think I want to not have them stay together because that's going to get them killed by 1 mortar shell, just like that. There you go. The thing is, they're in a squad, so you got to double tap K or just once. I think it's a double tap. And it will make them individual soldiers. That'll, you know, remove their command structure, so they'll move freely. Moving them in squads is a suicide. I mean, it's an efficient firepower, but I don't think that was going to make a difference. How are the Canadians doing on this side? We have a rifleman right here. Look at him. What does it say? Canadian rifles? I don't know. I don't know what it says. Queen's rifles? I don't know. Not very good with Canadian World War II divisions and battalions and whatnot, but certainly damn good fighters. Let's not think about, not Dunkirk, but let's not think about, what was that raid called? Come on, I should know the raid. It was disastrous. It was the raid on Dieppe. Yeah. Dieppe. I could be wrong pronouncing that, but that was not a, that wasn't really successful. 2nd Canadian Infantry Division, a few commando units from the Great British Force. Oh, thousands of Canadians dead, and so many commandos too. I mean, cool to do a raid like that, but with that number of soldiers in 1942, like, what's the What's the goal of that? Do you guys want to launch an early D-Day, or do you think the Germans were too busy on the Eastern Front? Clearly, the Atlantic Wall, even though not completely constructed, would have been defended enough, seeing as the British weren't really close to being defeated in 1942 on the other side of the ocean. Still bullet whips hitting the walls over here, and I hear plenty of Gewehr 43s opening up. Yeah, this battle isn't quite over yet, but is there a movie on the Dieppe raid, or or something similar to it? Look at this. The Churchill crew here has got a few soldiers nearby. These are Brits, though. This is a crocodile. Look at that little cool emblem down the center, right? French coastal city of Dieppe to try. Oh, okay. So the attempt was to test the German defenses, and I think the goal was to hold a larger coastal city in the occupied Europe under a short time to ensure themselves that it was possible and to gather intelligence. And I guess it kind of kept them from doing D-Day a few years too early, because it was a catastrophe, and clearly they thought the defenses were going to be weaker. But I guess it did work in terms of, like, finding out where the or how the German defenses were, and they were a lot greater than expected. So yeah, mortar's still opening up. This mortar is so well protected. I wonder who's like gathering intel for it. Wait, there's two more. What that? Okay, so there's two mortars. In case that one just like cools off or something, or starts burning, then just pick up the other one. Cool. I didn't know I placed two mortars there. But now I think the battle has pretty much come to an end. There's a few British soldiers crawling about. We're gonna wrap it up there, guys. Yes, this attempt was failed, but quite a glorious one. And look at that. Crumble down there, still opening up. You can call it a siege. It does look like one. But unfortunately, it wasn't successful. Firefly's still active too. Are you gonna fire again? Doesn't seem like it. Mortars are still dropping down just to make sure that they kill any remaining forces, but there's no infantry to continue this assault, and the tanks won't sure as hell climb that hill. So thank you guys for watching this first part, and I'll see you in a second. 1 week later, and the British and Canadian forces are about to try again, this time during the night. So the German defenses were weakened quite heavily 1 week ago during the first initial assault. So were, of course, the Allied forces attacking. This is 1 week later, so for the sake of our enjoyment, the defenses have been repaired, and another company has replaced the previously defending company here. So they are in full strength and will be able to fight as efficiently as they did previously. The only difference here, and that might be a disadvantage to the defending German forces, is that it's night. And the British and Canadian have reinforced their forces attacking. They took a lot of losses, so it took a while to reallocate some resources and assets here. But they've set up their siege again, and they're going to try again with the same force. So it's practically going to be the same attack, but it's going to feel very different during the night. What's also going to be different is that the infantry is going to rush ahead of the armor and try and get as close as possible to the German positions before the tanks roll in. Because if the tanks roll in straight away, it's going to alert the defenders. And the Germans, 1 week later like this, after dealing so much damage to the poor British and Canadian attackers, won't be expecting another attack. So the defenses have been set up. It's going to be a pretty even fight again, and this time it's going to be a little differently. So despite the disadvantageous the horrible approach, barely any cover, completely in the open, which is good for the Germans. That's why they built their fortress here. Is going to be made a little easier because of the cover of the darkness. So without further ado, let's click start and let's see what we can cook up. I'm pretty excited. See? Go. They're running up to get to their targets. I just want to look at a distance like this. Ooh, this is gonna be so cool. And then as soon as they start attacking, the tanks will roll in, supporting the infantry. Oh, Jesus. Shit! Look at all the tracers. Oh, and the mortars are already firing. British mortars are supporting. The tanks are rolling in. Boom. Oh, shit! Cromwell down! Look at that fire burn. Sherman and Firefly side by side, owning it up. Cool. Damn, Firefly and Sherman down. 2 hits, probably Panzerfausts and AT guns. Jesus Christ. But the British infantry on this side got a lot closer than previously. And I'm eager to see the casualties on the German side. Wow, look at that smoke and fire burn. I don't think this attack did as well as the first one. We'll have to find out, but the German defenses are a little more intact despite all the mortar holes and stuff nearby. Oh, they're even sending out skirmishers on this side. Few Canadians back there. This time the British infantry will be holding their ground. This is just a really cool fireworks display. And look at that crocodile, still active. I kind of jinx everyone all the time, I feel like. Mentioning someone's existence, looking at someone's activity, and then just they explode and die. Why do I spread so much destruction around me? But it's pretty. I think it's one of the most beautiful firework displays I've seen in this game in the night like this. Night battles are truly, truly fantastic. But tanks are starting to blow up here and there, and I don't think this British and Commonwealth attack is going all too well right now. Still plenty of bullets sitting down here. That guy's got a Piat. He's gonna use that? Danger close on that one. Oh, tree collapsed. Don't get hit in the head there, Bobby. Okay, quick status update on casualties. Wow. Well, trying to get close like that in a formation was devastating. That did not work. Ah, jeez. And even a few German soldiers dead out here in the open. They've run out to try and skirmish with them. My legs. Look at this rifleman over here. Let's get a few SS soldiers moving out. We have a squad leader here, I believe. No, just a Schütze with an MP40. No, you can't. Hold your ground. Oh, wow, they shooting them down. Are they gonna kill him? Grenade being thrown. That's not good. Ah, shit. Look, we got a few soldiers just laying it down in this mortar hole. Hold it down, boys. Oh, jeez. And through the smoke, a few German SS soldiers come running out. Sturmmann. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Wait, look, look, look. Oh, he tried to kick him. Oh, but he shot him in the guts. Whoa, friendly fire. Chill out. You just killed 3 of your own men. Because it's hard to see during the night. I don't think there's anything alive right now. Look, what is this? Canadian Special Forces moving up on this side. Look at them, 2 of them. Okay, not Special Forces, but 2 Canadians. What are they doing? They're moving up. 2 of them through the darkness. Oh. What? What scared him? Yeah, and I know they. What? Trying to shoot some survivor back down there. Jesus Christ. Germans aren't really being low-key right now. They're moving up. Look at that, look at that, look at that. 2 of them. Look at this trench, though. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be sprayed down with bullets. This gun is down, though. That's cool. Okay, you two are gonna cover each other. Just gonna run first. Are they arguing? Oh, no, there we go. He's like, shit. Mike, no. This is Mike and Mark. Yeah, for real. Shit. Well, you know, there's something called retreating off the field. He might do so. But we'll have to find out. He seems to be the last surviving Allied soldier on the field. What was that? It's going to hide behind the plane. The Russian bomber. Look at the casualties here. There's a German soldier right here. Pool of blood. They're doing like that. What lesbians do when they split their legs and kind of rub each other. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I wouldn't know anything about that. Just looked kind of weird, you know? Yeah. I wouldn't know anything about that, indeed. Yes, but he's running up.
Look out, we got a hostile tank moving in.
No, we don't. But he's seeing things, that's for sure. Why don't you run in, man? Come on, Mark. Can we pause? Can we look what's going on over here? Can we see if there are any other surviving Allied forces? Minimap. Nope, he is the only one. Yeah. What's his name? What's his actual name? Brandon Edwards. Brandon Edwards. So men of war to be a Brandon Edwards, man. Look, what if he kills one man? That almost scared me because like 48 guns at the same time shot at this guy. Wow. Well, that was the night battle done and concluded, and did not do as well as the... Let's do a preview. Look at this. I think we should send the Canadians and Brits from this approach as well. Let's make this a Commonwealth cause. Not Russians, not Americans. Because God knows if I send in Americans later and they do happen to win somehow. Oh my God, like, of course the Americans. Like, Jesus Christ, no. So I'm going to skip any hate, I'm going to just let this be a British and Canadian thing. But it looks very different. Plenty of cool trenches. This might be an easier approach. Definitely open for more armor, I think. And there's like a high ground you can get to here. I think this would be great. We're going to do this for another video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.